Welcome to Wisconsin Climbing, our first episode, our brand new show. We are so excited to be here on location at Summit Strength and Fitness on Madison Southwest Side. We're going to get to talk to Keith Kubisa. He's the owner and coach here at Summit. Who else are we talking to today?
Sam Carlson.
Sam, yep.
And Erin Ayla.
Erin Ayla, and she's a sponsored
climber.
Like, that's really amazing. So we're gonna get a chance to see her climb a little bit, and everyone here climb a little bit. So you're gonna climb.
Maybe we should try to climb, but I think it'd be a pretty short skid.
Well, speak for yourself. No, I've only done it a few times, and definitely have some work to do. That's some of the things I think we get to talk about is, you know, what kind of a training plan it is and how to focus on it and where Keith can take you in this journey, right?
Absolutely. They've got great ideas, great cross-training with the exercises they do here to help prevent injuries. It's a very safe environment.
Yep, they do a nice job here at Summit. Thank you, and stay tuned for more Wisconsin Climbing at Summit. Welcome back to Wisconsin Climbing. I'm here at Summit Strength and Fitness with owner and coach Keith Kubisa, myself, Emily, and Dr. Patrick Anderson, and we are so excited to be here today. As you can see behind us, you're going to see a lot of fun things on the walls and ceiling. Keith is going to tell us all about that, all the things they have to offer here at Summit Strength and Fitness. Keith, thank you for having us today.
Yes,
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, we're excited to be in the gym. So start us off right here. Who is a typical client here at Summit?
Anyone and everyone. So we work with climbers, so folks that identify as climbers, and then just anyone who wants a different, fun way to work out, young and old.
Is there an age limit at all?
No, so we have a youth program right now that's going on Sunday nights, but that'll change month to month what night we do it on. There's an 8-year-old that comes to that, and the open gym times, her sister's 3, has been in here playing around.
Oh, fun.
And then I have a group of guys that are 55 to 65. So,
what does a typical workout look like?
So we'll spend some time, off of the climbing wall and out here where we're standing right now, and just learn how to properly align our bodies to stay safe. So once we get on the climbing wall, once we get on the wall, we'll go through some fundamental skills and practice skills instead of going hard and all out right away, and then we'll get into something more of a high intensity movement for the last portion.
Do you have to warm up very much?
Yeah, so in order, one of the last segments we talked about, in another interview we talked about, is there any injury risk with climbing? Yes, there's always a risk of injury, but we do warm up to try to minimize that risk. So yeah, spending usually 15 minutes warming up.
That's good. This one here, he's a doctor of chiropractic, so he likes to know that people are getting properly stretched out before they do all this monkey stuff.
This is awesome workout.
My workout today was just a full hour of active stretching.
You don't need to do anything else with this kind of work. Wow.
Well, yeah, this is his place, so this is constant in getting in shape around here. So, what kind of classes? You mentioned an open gym. You mentioned you have a group of gentlemen who come in 55 and older, and then you have a couple of younger-ling classes. Do you have names for some classes and some information you kind of throw out to us a little bit right now for intro?
Yeah. So the 3 classes that are on the schedule where you can just drop in. There's one. It's training for climbing. Just kind of going through all that we just talked about, learning how to use the facility. How if you want to become a climber and want to identify as a climber, you'd come to that class. There's a climbing fitness class where that is climber or non-climber. We just use the climbing wall as another tool to work out. So we don't really break down movement so much in that one. And then the other one is a movement class where that's 90 minutes of you come in, use the wall how you want, and myself or Erin will be here to help pick things out, what you can be doing better on the wall, how you can be moving better on the wall. So that as well can be for new climbers or experienced climbers.
Okay.
Who can benefit from rock climbing? It looks like it's great exercise and completely unique.
Yeah. Anyone that wants to move in a different way or try to relieve stress from all day, because then once you're on the climbing wall, like these guys, that's all you're thinking about.
I bet you pretty hard to think about anything else.
Otherwise you might fall. Luckily there's nice mats behind us. Well, I know that we've talked before about how Keith likes to say off the wall and on the wall type fitness that you offer here, obviously on the wall and off the wall. You can take some of this kind of endurance cardio stuff and then apply that up here on the wall and use that to really focus in, and all of a sudden you get this good workout for your mind, right? So I think I just really appreciate that about climbing and what you have to offer here, this kind of fusion of all of it put together. Quickly, before we go, I think many people might be wondering this as they see the stuff going on behind us. Why is there no ropes and harnesses here?
Yeah.
Like, how do we do all of this?
So what we're doing back here is called bouldering, and a few reasons we are only a bouldering gym, bouldering wall. From a coaching standpoint, it's much easier to work with someone when they're closer to the ground opposed to being 30 feet up on a rope.
Where you're stringing them up and pulling them down.
And it's one less thing to teach. Then there has to be 2 people plus a coach. Someone belaying on a rope,
Sure.
and then it makes you more aware of how your body is moving, knowing that if you do something incorrectly, you're going to fall to the ground.
And again, hitting the mats.
Yeah, and we have nice, thick protective mats, and it's high, but not that high. The highest points where your hands will be are 14 feet, and the floor is put in accordingly. So we have 14 inches of thick floor. So.
Well, and that's saving grace around here. Again, it's Summit Strength and Fitness here with Wisconsin Climbing owner and coach Keith Kubisa, and stick around for more Wisconsin Climbing after this. Hello and welcome back to Wisconsin Climbing. We are having a great time here observing, getting involved a little bit in climbing. We're talking to a couple of different people, but right now with me I have Mr. Sam Carlson. Hi, thanks for having us here today.
No problem.
It's very nice to meet you. We have tons of questions for you. You ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, so here we're at Summit Strength and Fitness. You come and work out here, you do some climbing, you do all kinds of different stuff. Tell me what sets this place, Summit, apart from other gyms and fitness places you've been to.
Yeah, well, for me personally, I'm not a very disciplined person.
No.
So when it comes to sports, for me, it helps having some kind of structure or discipline introduced into like my workouts or the regimen. So what I really like about coming here and working out with Keith is that he helps provide me with not only structure to the workout and something to follow, which helps me achieve, follow through on a training plan or something like that. But also just working out with other people is a little bit more motivating.
Yeah, definitely. It keeps you focused, keeps you moving forward, right?
Yeah.
Keith disciplines it. Keeps
He
you on
says,
track.
be here by 10, you better be here by 9:45. So.
Better be ready to be on the wall by 10.
Exactly.
Right? Well, Sam, how has climbing impacted your life? I understand you had done other forms of exercises in the service of our government.
Yeah, that's right.
And now you like to climb.
Yeah, so I was in the military for 5 years, and so by the time I finished up my service there, I pretty much never wanted to run another step or do another push-up.
Understood. Totally.
So climbing for me has just been an awesome fusion of being able to stay fit, work out, and at the same time do things that I really enjoy, spend time outside. Basically, it's like being a kid, on the monkey bars again.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
I can see that.
It's such a playful atmosphere here. I've seen everyone's been here all day smiling, laughing, working hard, though I'm assuming it's because people are working towards a certain goal. Do you have fitness goals within Summit or within climbing for yourself that you can share?
Goals for myself, I wouldn't consider myself a competitive athlete or anything like that. For me, I do rock climbing because I enjoy it.
Good.
So really my goal when it comes to climbing is being able to spend time outside. And really the fun thing about training for climbing is that the more you train, the more terrain is available to you when it comes to climbing.
That's
so
cool.
For example, I'm going on a climbing trip out to South Dakota pretty soon, and if you're at a more entry level with climbing, you can maybe get a couple climbs in here or there, but the more you're able to climb, the harder you're able to climb, the more that space opens up to you and the more terrain you're able to explore.
That's cool. How does Summit help you make those goals more achievable? What's unique about their training here?
Well, like I said before, it's a very disciplined atmosphere here between the classes and the workouts that we do. There's structure to everything. So if I were to go to any other gym by myself, I would probably walk in there, not really, maybe I'd have a loose structure for my workout, but maybe halfway through end up cheating myself or not following through with it.
I love your honesty, that's great. You
Well,
just know.
that's why I need
Keep
a
your
place
feet
like
to the
this.
fire.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. Well, I think that's something that's particular about this gym and about Keith. I've had I've been able to talk with him a little bit here because of the show. He's just a great guy, and he definitely commands respect, but is also very sweet and laid back. his personality shows in this gym. What do you find about this gym? Have you ever seen anything like this before? I mean, have you ever been to a gym that offers all of this stuff?
I have been to other gyms that don't offer this kind of thing, and again, it can be a really fun atmosphere, a place where you're able to go and have fun, follow whatever it is that you want to do. But again, for me, with my goals in climbing and being that I want to be able to climb in more varied places, throughout the United States and possibly the world, this place is going to allow me to reach those goals just by helping me follow a more focused way to get there.
Yeah,
so,
good.
Yeah.
The accolades to Keith again, of course.
Yeah.
I think we've almost run out of time here. I just want to kind of hit on a couple things quickly that you are saying. This kind of gym provides an opportunity to then, in the future, reach a goal of climbing a lot of different options and a lot of different places throughout the world, hopefully, right?
That's the idea.
Awesome. Well, this is another segment here from Wisconsin Climbing. I'm here with Sam Carlson. Thank you so much for being with us today. Wisconsin Climbing here at Summit Strength and Fitness, and we'll have more after the break. Welcome back to Wisconsin Climbing. We are having a fabulous time here at Summit Strength and Fitness, owned by Keith Kubisa, who we spoke with a minute ago. And now we are very excited to speak with one of the coaches and fellow climbers, Aaron Ayla. Thank you for having us here. We already learned a lot. We were talking a bit before we started chatting here for this segment about the differences in climbing. I'm sure that's a very long conversation with a lot of details. So I want to start out with a direct question, like what got you in here doing this kind of climbing here at Summit?
To teach or just to climb?
I think both. Like if you want to hit on each a little bit, that'd be great.
Yeah. So I really like the business model here, the business model of taking climbing, not just in a super open and free-form, but as a more structured environment, more technical environment, which is what I really appreciate and love about climbing is technique and subtleties and different types of movements that will advance a practice or advance a sport.
So focusing in on the things to improve, be safe, and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, totally.
So did you start as a person who started climbing here and then became a teacher, coach, or?
Just initially as a coach.
Okay, nice. Well, congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Aaron, what do you find appealing about climbing? Obviously, it's your favorite sport.
It is. I have been an athlete my whole life, though I've done a ton of different sports, but climbing is a lifelong sport. It's something that I'll do for my whole life, and I'm certain of that. Like I said earlier, I love the subtleties of climbing. I was a gymnast, and I achieved a high level of gymnastics, which I really just appreciated learning about body positions and movements and small little aspects that, like I said earlier, will advance a practice. So
I'm glad you mentioned gymnastics because I was going to ask you about what your prior athletic experience is because you obviously have to have strength and endurance and balance and things like that to do climbing and some of the other off-the-wall work here. I'm just going to throw this at you. I'm curious. I did gymnastics for a long time too. What is the specific workout in gymnastics that applies most to this, if you could name one?
Gymnastics is really upper body intensive. And so as a gymnast, you already come into climbing, the sport of climbing, with a lot of upper body strength, which is really cool.
It's really helpful.
Totally.
Definitely. I guess that kind of goes with the next question. You know, there's an approach here as far as how to treat climbing. Now, if you were to take that same approach and that same focus and apply that to other sports, how would you suggest to do that? How does that work?
Well, climbing is a full body sport. You get a full body workout. You get core, you get legs, you get upper body. And so it's just a great cross-training sport for any other athletic pursuit. So, I mean, that's one benefit of climbing. If you're also into like something like running even, it's like also the complete opposite spectrum of a cardio-based sport. So
it's a good balance.
A good balance,
running,
absolutely.
do a little bit of this, and it's going to be a good full picture. Got it. Okay.
Aaron, how would you encourage a non-climber to get started?
That's a good question.
I would encourage them to take some classes. The progression as a non-climber, once they begin climbing, you'll absolutely advance, but with classes you'll learn how to advance in a safe manner, just a safe manner.
So I got some interesting and really awesome information about you in that you are a sponsored climber. So that means something larger than just being a teacher. So tell us about, as a sponsored climber, yoga instruction, we have just a few seconds here. What is the future of climbing? What does that mean? Tell us about that.
Well, actually, the future of climbing is really exciting because climbing is going to be in the 2020 Olympics.
Is it really?
Yes,
Awesome.
fantastic. I didn't know that.
It really is.
Oh,
Yep.
that's
And
great.
all the American Ninja Warriors that
Yep.
are winning, they're all climbers.
Yep.
I mean, climbing's just getting onto the map. So the future of climbing is like skyrocketing right now.
Wow.
So it's pretty cool.
Thank you so much for sharing that information. And now we all know 2020
Yeah.
Olympics are going to include climbing.
Yep.
We are here at Summit Strength and Fitness with Erin, one of the coaches, and a lot of other things that we just talked about, which is amazing yoga and everything included. Please stay with us for more Wisconsin climbers at Summit Strength and Fitness right after the break. Welcome back to Wisconsin Climbing. We are having a great time and learning a lot from all the folks here. Coach Kuby is what they call you,
Yep,
right?
that's
Coach
Coach
Kuby?
Kuby, that's
Okay,
what it all
so
started with.
that's okay if we can
Yeah.
refer to you as that. Coach Kuby is going to tell us a little bit about some of the classes that are offered here, kind of what times and days of the week and what you can expect. And yeah, I think we'll start there. I know that we talked a little bit about an open gym, so tell me what to expect from coming in here in an open gym.
Excuse me. Yeah, so the open gym, we run twice a week for 3 hours, and that is if you're maybe new to climbing or experienced with climbing and don't want to come to a class or can't commit to a class or whatever the reason may be, we throw out that open gym so you can at least get in to see the space. And just, that's more of a laid back time, so there's not instruction during the time you come. Play with what you want on the wall, you can use whatever you want out here.
Do people call ahead for that?
No, you can just drop in for that.
Oh,
so
that's
just,
cool.
yeah.
Oh wow, just drop in. And so you said there's not instruction formally, but there is coaching on site for safety and guidelines, right?
Yeah, so if I'm not here, Erin's here, or we have one other coach where we're on hand, kind of give you pointers if you have questions about anything. Just make sure you're having an enjoyable time. You know
Good.
what everything is. So.
And as far as I understand, these classes are offered Tuesdays and Fridays from 6 to 9. Is that correct?
Correct, yeah.
And then you can kind of come in intermittently throughout that time. Like you don't have to
Yeah.
be here at 6 and stay till 9. You can
No,
drop in
yeah.
and hang out as little or as long as you
Yeah,
like.
that there's a flat rate for that. If you want to stay all 3 hours, you stay all 3 hours. If you have a family with little ones and you can only last an hour, you can come for an hour. So however.
That sounds about right. So it's family friendly is what
Yeah.
you're kind of suggesting. So
Yeah.
people come in with little ones all the
Yeah,
way to medium
that's more of a
sizes.
laid back time. Yeah, because I'm not
Fun.
encouraging
Yeah.
little ones to come in for
Keith,
the
I'm
classes.
fascinated with the workout itself. What would a typical workout look like? And I don't think I would be on the wall very long. I'd have a 3-minute workout, I think. So, how
Walk
does that
us through
work?
like a class. Like how does it?
There's a couple. So the few classes. I'll start with my favorite one to teach is the climbing fitness class, where we'll spend a long time warming up off the wall, getting the whole bodies and get a light little sweat going. That way you're ready to get on the wall. Once we get on the wall, we'll go through a couple of drills. Some fundamental drills is how to climb, and then we'll start incorporating circuits on the wall, meaning you pick whatever area you want that is suitable for you to hang on. So if you're there climbing with me, I might be over on this really steep wall.
Yeah.
As a new climber, you guys might be on the not as steep.
I need
vertical
one
wall.
going the other way.
Yeah.
This way.
The flat wall.
Down.
So we'll do something, a ramp. Yeah, find something at your limit, and then we'll come back again off the wall and do something really high intensity that's safe to perform, like doing sprints on the bikes.
Oh,
Something where
okay.
you're going to elevate your heart rate and then get back on the wall and try to climb using those fundamental skills that we touched on at the beginning.
Are there a lot of different skill sets are there different categories of skills?
Yeah, so there's the way the stuff is on the wall. There's some stuff is color coordinated.
Okay.
And basically, if you want to challenge yourself in that way, you follow one color, and then if you're experienced with climbing, you'll be able to pick out what's hard, and if not, one of the coaches will point you in the right direction. What color to hop on?
So what's the hard color up on the wall? What's the easy one?
It's looking right now. A lot of there's pink on this back wall.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the harder ones.
That's one of the harder ones. Well, it looks like it because it starts
There's
way
only
up there.
4 of them, right?
Going to be hanging a lot.
That's a stretch.
So that's a stretch, good one. So we have Keith here. He's telling us a little bit about open gyms. We have some coordinated and focused classes on fitness, and the idea is that you're able to do climbing and then mix it with some of the circuit type training that people may be familiar with that and stations, you know, right? Okay. Is there anything else about classes or maybe changes that are coming up in events or anything that you'd like to share with us today before we go?
Yeah, so the current schedule that's on the website now, that will go through the spring. So the summer will change it up a little bit just because everyone's out and about and wants to be outside. And you know, I encourage folks to get outside. You know, we use this as a tool.
Right.
I myself want to be climbing outside.
Right.
I want my clients to be climbing outside, so we'll change things up.
Okay.
So
keep an eye on the website here, coming soon. Late spring, it may change up a little bit. Last time I saw you, you were headed out to Devil's Lake, so we suggest that too here at Wisconsin Climbing at Summit Strength and Fitness. Thank you, and stay tuned for more after the break. Thank you so much for joining us for Wisconsin Climbing. We've been here at Summit Strength and Fitness, talking to a couple folks. You've been having fun, Dr. Pat?
This is fun. It's a whole nother challenge, being climbing on a wall.
Absolutely. It brings a whole new world of fitness to us. There's lots of different ways to work out here at Summit. And we got to talk to Keith and all his folks here at Summit. And don't forget to tune in to catch more Wisconsin Climbing only on Channel 57 Sports.